Hey everyone, John here with just a few tidbits of information here concerning the book of the Revelation. The book of the Revelation has been one of the most misunderstood books in all of the Bible. It has grown to be one of my favorite books of all time, but it has really been misunderstood by a lot of well-meaning people. And so we're going to start sharing some things, hopefully, that will debunk a lot of the misunderstandings and some of the myths that revolve around the book of Revelation to help folks see what the Lord is really after. First off, the book of Revelation, in the Greek you would say revelation, apocalypse. That's the Greek word for revelation, apocalypse. And if you take the word apocalypse and you break it down, it comes from two words, apo, which means to remove, and kalupto, which means the veil. So the book of the Revelation is the book of the removing of the veil. And when the veil is removed, guess what the world has an opportunity to witness? The revelation and manifestation of Christ in you, the hope of glory. That's right. The book of the Revelation is geared toward focusing on the removing of anything and everything that may be in us that is restraining or holding back or keeping back Christ from appearing within us to the world. That's really the purpose of the entire book. And with that understanding, I just wanted to bring up a few things here concerning some tidbits you might not be aware of. And these are actually 10 phrases. I'm sure there are a lot more than this, but these are just some of the things that came into my mind when I was thinking about this today. But I want to talk about or mention at least 10 phrases that we actually do not find anywhere in the book of the Revelation. A lot of our issues surrounding the scriptures in general, not just the book of Revelation, but the whole Bible, is based upon the fact that sometimes we're so used to what we have had drilled into us, brainwashed into us through religion and tradition, that a lot of times we assume that there are things and even project things into the scriptures or the Word of God that actually aren't there. And there's a big difference between being able to see into the scriptures what's hidden versus trying to read into the scriptures or put something into the scriptures that is not there at all. And so if you have a Strong's Concordance and you perhaps consider yourself to be one of the Berean brethren, which is nothing wrong with that, you want to search and study these things out to find out whether it's really so. By all means, do it. Use a Strong's Concordance, use a Vine's Expository Dictionary, whatever it takes. But I guarantee you, if you put any effort into this at all, you will find, let's take a look at this list, that number one, in the book of the Revelation, you will never find the word or phrase, the rapture. It is not in there. Remember the old spaghetti sauce commercials that were always talking about, all these different herbs and spices, and they would say it's in there. Well, this isn't in there. The rapture is not in the book of the Revelation because, again, the book of the Revelation is all about the appearing of Christ in us. And the things that revolve around this mysterious veil that need to be removed, which said veil is basically keeping people from being able to see him in us. So, number one, you will not find anywhere in the book of the Revelation the word rapture. Number two, you will not find anywhere in the book of the Revelation the word or phrase, quote unquote, the second coming of Jesus Christ. It's not in there. Trust me, or just look it up for yourself. It's not in there. Three, you will not find anywhere in the book of the Revelation the phrase end time events. This is really going to kill a lot of religion right now. Number four, the next phrase we will not find anywhere in the book of the Revelation is the phrase, the end of the world. It's not in there. What the Revelation is really about is us coming to the end of ourselves. And so that the last man, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, the real ending is that the last man seen standing in us is Christ himself. Number five, the next phrase that we will not find anywhere in the book of the Revelation is the last pope. Not in there. Number six, the next phrase we will not find anywhere in the book of the Revelation of Jesus Christ is quote unquote the Roman Empire. That's not in there either. Number 7, the next phrase we will not find in the book of the Revelation is the Roman Catholic Church. It's not in there. The next one, number 8, next phrase that we will not find anywhere in the book of the Revelation is the phrase left behind. Fact of the matter is I want to be left behind because we find out throughout the scriptures the wicked are going to be removed, quote unquote. And I say that in prophetic or parabolic terms, so on and so forth. But I actually want to be left behind. I have no problem with that. Number 9, the next phrase or word you will not find anywhere in the book of the Revelation of Jesus Christ, believe it or not, is the Antichrist. If you have a Strong's Concordance, I double dog dare you to look up the phrase Antichrist. It is nowhere in the book of the Revelation, although the spirit of the Antichrist is defined and elaborated on. The actual word or phrase, the Antichrist, is found nowhere in the book of the Revelation. And finally, and last but not least, for all of us well-meaning Christians who are really hoping and praying to see a rebuilt temple in natural Jerusalem, and who even in some cases we've perhaps began setting aside money for said accomplishment, there is nowhere in the book of the Revelation of Jesus Christ where we will ever find mention of the rebuilding of the natural temple in natural Jerusalem. It's not in there. You and I are the living temple of God. And God's purpose is that the Lord himself appear in this temple. And that is what the book of the Revelation revolves around. A removing of the veil, which will enable the world and everyone around us to see Christ in us for who he is and as he is. Look forward to sharing a little bit more with you next time. Until then, be blessed. Also, be sure to check out our website at www.todaysvoice.org, where you can find all different sorts of information, sign up to be on our email list to receive our Today's Voice emails, order CDs, all that stuff is there. So visit us, check us out, todaysvoice.org. Look forward to seeing you guys next time. Have a good one.